This video is brought to you by WeGotSoccer.com, offering all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for 10% off any order, plus free shipping within the US on any order of $75 or more.
Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my picks for February 2013. The My Pick series is where I like to go back and highlight a couple shoes that I was wearing during the past month that I personally really enjoyed. A lot of you guys like to ask me what my favorite shoe is to wear, and I honestly don't have one, but my preferences generally stay the same. Sometimes I like shoes that I expect to like, sometimes I really like shoes that I don't expect to like. So I like to highlight that in these My Picks videos, which you guys really seem to enjoy. Gives you some inside information on some of the shoes that I personally really like to wear. And these are shoes that are being highlighted either because I enjoyed testing them during that month, or shoes that I just found myself going back to because I really like them and wanted to try them out again. One thing about the My Picks videos is they generally tend to do pretty well. You guys like to see these kinds of things. So if you could support the video with a like, that would be greatly appreciated. And I thought it would be cool this week to allow you guys to participate a little bit in the My Picks videos from now on. So if you guys want to leave a comment down below letting me know what your pick for February 2013 was. It can be a new release, it can be an older model. What are you guys wearing? I'd be very curious to hear. And also keep in mind that if I didn't pick a particular shoe that came out in February that is not on the table in front of me, that doesn't make it a bad shoe. It just means that it wasn't one of my personal favorite shoes to wear during that month. Doesn't technically match my preferences, because I've said this before, the way that you should pick your soccer shoes is based on what you like and nothing else. So the three shoes I have on the table in front of me are the Nike T90 Laser 4 Kangalite ACC, the brand new Puma King Sl 2013, and an indoor shoe which I don't think I've ever showcased in a My Picks video, and that is the Munich Greska futsal / indoor soccer shoe. So to start off with the Nike T90 Laser, this is a shoe that you guys have probably seen me talk about before, especially if you've been subscribed to the channel for a longer time. I've kind of showcased the Laser 4 in some of the My Picks videos in the past, I believe, and it is honestly one of my personal favorite shoes to wear. I have I want to say 5, 6, 7 shoes that I really like to wear, and I can kind of interchange freely between those, but the Laser 4 is definitely one of those shoes that I find myself wearing a lot of the times when I'm not testing shoes and I just want to be comfortable and enjoy wearing one particular pair. So I was really excited when Nike released the Kangalite version of the Laser 4 with the ACC technology, because that meant that I got to test a brand new model. So I do not have a review for this yet. I just kind of got the pair in, worn them a few times, really happy with this shoe. I love the Laser 4 in general, and when you combine it with that Kangalite upper with the new edition of the ACC, which makes a small difference, honestly not that big of a difference, but I really like the use of Kangalite. Definitely one of my personal favorite synthetics currently out there on the market. And then of course you have the adaptive shot shield on the shoe, which is kind of your striking element, runs very deep into the forefoot area, and then of course you have in the main striking zone this kind of thick hard rubber material. And what's great about this striking element is that it really flows with your foot, and it's not kind of too bulky, it's not too sticky, and generally, like I said before, I'm not a huge fan of having big rubber elements on my soccer shoes, but for whatever reason, this particular one just stays out of the way. It provides a slightly kind of more amplified feedback when striking the ball. I don't want to say it makes your shot more powerful, because that's definitely not the case, but it has a really good feel to it, which I'm personally a really big fan of. And then these little fins on the side, they definitely do add a little bit more grip when trying to curl the ball, but what I'm personally a big fan of is these little fins don't add too much grip on the ball when you're actually dribbling, because I find that a lot of rubber elements can make the ball kind of stick to your foot when dribbling and you find yourself tripping over it. You don't really get that with the Laser 4, which is great. The fit is fantastic. It definitely has a more rounded toe, which looks kind of bulky, but trust me when I say it fits really well. If you want to check out the unboxing video for this shoe, I will leave an annotation on screen. You can get a better idea as to how it fits, because I do an on-feet portion in that video. And then of course you have an all-bladed stud pattern, which honestly is not the best stud pattern that I've used, but it definitely does a good job in terms of providing that multi-directional grip on natural grass playing surfaces. The next shoe I have here is the Puma King Sl 2013, which is significantly different from the last model. Let me know if you guys would like to see a Puma King Sl 2013 versus the previous model, which is the Puma King Finale SL, because I think that would be a pretty cool comparison, because Puma made quite a few different changes. It's pretty much an all-new shoe. One thing that I want to point out right away that I just noticed just the other day is you see these little stripe graphics going here on the instep. That's actually a 3M material, so it's very reflective. I don't know if you're going to see it in this particular video, but in certain light it actually kind of reflects and turns into this very shiny silver, which is kind of cool. You don't see that type of kind of finish on a soccer shoe all that often. Generally you see it on casual shoes, but never on a soccer shoe, so I thought that was pretty cool by Puma. The first thing that's going to strike you with this shoe is how light it is. It is just as light as a synthetic Adizero. I believe it's pretty much exactly the same weight. The listed weight is exactly the same, but I think the actual weight, this one might be like 0.1 or 0.2 ounces heavier, which is incredibly impressive, making this one of the lightest options currently out there on the market. What is a little bit of a bummer about the Puma King SL 2013 is that it is no longer kangaroo leather like the Finale SL was, but not too big of a deal. The synthetic they used on here is really nice. It actually feels and looks like leather, but honestly, to the touch, you can definitely tell that it is a synthetic. It doesn't have that really soft feel that a natural leather would, but for the most part, it does feel really good. For me, the highlight of this shoe is the lightweight feel and the fantastic fit. It does have that aptolash shaping to it like a lot of the Puma boots have. This one is a little bit more extreme. You can see it's almost somewhat pointy at the big toe and then curls around to like naturally fit your foot. And it really does have that nice tight fit. If you really like a tight fitting soccer shoe, you're going to love the feel of the Puma King SL. Again, I do have an on-feet video. It's kind of the unboxing, so if you do want to check that out, I will leave an annotation on screen. And then this stud pattern and sole plate is really great as well. You do have that external heel counter, very similar to the Adizero in terms of how it looks, but this is made up of a P-Bax as opposed to just a standard TPU plastic like the Adizero, so it definitely is a lot more flexible. And I feel like these studs, they're a slightly different shape than what you're going to get on the Adizero, and they seem to penetrate the ground a little bit more easily, so you may or may not get some more traction than the Adizero. It's kind of down to personal preference more than anything, but I really like how this shoe feels in general. Look out for the forward review for this guy, hopefully in the next couple of days, because I think I'm finally done as far as testing these shoes, and I have a pretty good idea about them. The last shoe I have here is the Munich Greska indoor / futsal shoe. Really happy with this model. Easily one of the most comfortable indoor shoes that I've ever worn. I was wearing them around the house the other day. I think I had them on pretty much all day, tied up, and I forgot that I had them on. They're so comfortable. And that's pretty much from right out of the box. I've got a few playing sessions in on these, and I'm just really happy with how they feel. This kangaroo leather with the suede finish on there is extremely soft, and I thought I was going to be a little bit unhappy with having all of this nylon material throughout, but honestly it doesn't have that big of an impact on the feel at all, and they are very comfortable. There's tons of cushioning, which is something that I really like to have when it comes to indoor shoes, and this gum rubber sole on the bottom just provides some fantastic traction, even if the court is a little bit dusty, so that's definitely a great thing. They are a slightly bulkier shoe than I perhaps would have liked, but it's not too big of a deal. You're not going to find too many indoor shoes that have that nice tight fit, but still have a good amount of cushioning, so it's kind of like a trade-off there. You can either have a pretty good amount of cushioning and a slightly looser fit, or you can have a really tight fit with pretty much no cushioning at all. So I definitely prefer the feel of having a little bit extra cushioning. And then of course you do have that plastic toe cap here, which really doesn't bother me at all. I know it might bother some people, but I personally really like to have it on there. And for the most part, I'm just really happy with the Munich Greska. It is kind of a premium as far as pricing goes in comparison to other futsal or indoor soccer shoes currently out there, but I really feel like you're getting quality for your money, so that's very important here. And the forward review for that guy should be up hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so, and if you do want to check out the unboxing, I will leave an annotation on screen for that as well. So that's pretty much it as far as my picks for February 2013, guys. If you do have any questions not related to the video, go ahead and ask those on the SR4U Facebook fan page, which you can find linked down below in the description. And if you guys would like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is VujoJosh, just like this channel name. You can go ahead and look me up, or again, the link can be found down below in the description. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.